Okay. Sorry about that. Looks like the internet crashed. Again. Love that. Love that for us. Love this internet. Really good. Glad I paid. Glad I'm paying money for this every month. Anyway. Let's continue where we left off, shall we? I'm probably not gonna go for much longer, but we'll get it started. You value your life. You will leave post-haste, or shall I summon the bailiff? The bailiff is the guy, the big scary dude with the big scary gun, isn't he? Okay, he definitely looks better. His pose looks better, but it looks like their 3D's definitely gotten better since the last one. Bailiff is the guy, that big scary dude with the big scary gun, isn't he? I'm sure he would be happy to oblige you with a bullet or two as a souvenir of your travels. At the cost of an arm and a leg, no doubt. Now, hold on. Mr. Wright has nothing to do with any of this. Albie. I appreciate what you're trying to do, Mr. Wright, but never mind about me. You just go ahead and see Miss Maya. But forget about me. Go now. I'm sure you can find another guide. There were lots more places I wanted to show you, but it looks like I won't get the chance now. I'm sorry. Poor kid. He's trying to put on a brave face, but look how terrified he is. What can I do? What should I do? Go find Maya? Defend Albie. You just let a verdict be handed down with nobody standing in Albie's corner. If Albie doesn't have a defense attorney, then I'll do it. I'll defend him. Defend him? You can't be serious. Did you hear that? Is he out of his mind? Heaven forbid. Defend me? Mr. Wright, what are you saying? You can't do that. I most certainly can. Don't worry, I'm quite used to tackling all sorts of trials. Besides, can you imagine how furious Maya would be if I let anything happen to you? Mr. Wright. You are but a naive tourist, ignorant of your ways. But if you are smart, you will heed my advice. Do not pursue this matter any further. Looks like defending somebody is easier said than done in this country. Bailiff, throw this man out. Your Majesty, if you please. You have something to say, Mr. Payne? Why not allow it, Your Majesty? Why not have him defend the accused? It would prove very interesting. Right, Mr. Phoenix, right? Right, Mr. Whoever you are. Prosecutor, are you acquainted with this traveler? That's Chief Prosecutor, Your Majesty. And yes, I am acquainted with him. He's a defense attorney from my native land. I've had dealings with him in the courtroom before. Heavens to Betsy. What, Mr. Wright, you're a defense attorney? A defense attorney? Well, this is a shock. You may be surprised to hear that I have more than 10 years of experience. I guess there aren't all that many lawyers around here. Your Majesty, would you kindly allow us to proceed in the manner of my old country? But, Mr. Payne, I've already made a ruling in this case. Call it nostalgia, if you will, but I am most eager to give it a try. But I have a previous engagement, you see. A class together with the missus. Your Majesty, I agree we should have a whack at it. It sounds amusing. A score of years have passed since we last saw a defense attorney in this courtroom. A score? As in 20 years? What's the deal with this country? Mr. Payne, I want that barbed head brought to me on a stick. As you wish, Your Benevolence. I, Chief Prosecutor Payne, will see to it myself. Very well, Mr. Payne. If that is what you and her benevolence want, I will acquiesce. As for the defense, I hope you are prepared for every eventuality. Every eventuality? What is he talking about?
There. Are you satisfied now, Mr. Wright?
Yes, thank you, Mr. Payne. And sorry for not remembering you earlier.
That's Chief Prosecutor, or the Incredible Payne, as I am also known in this country. And you'll soon see soon enough just why that is, when you're forced to capitulate to me before this very court of law.
Why is he so strangely confident? And not only that, but what's with the gallery? Just you watch, that defense attorney will try and twist the truth. You bet on it.
Get him, Chief Prosecutor! Crush that defense devil!
This is way more lawyer hate than even back home. Now, if you would please give your opening argument once again, Mr. Payne.
Certainly, Your Majesty. The accused is charged with 2 crimes, larceny and murder. Yesterday, the Founder's Orb was stolen from the treasure room of Temple. In addition to theft, 2 other things were discovered in the treasure room. The dead body of Mr. Temple security guard, and the empty treasure box that housed the orb, which Mr. Roll was in charge of guarding. We believe that Mr. Roll was murdered by the thief who stole the treasure.
To kill a guard armed with a gun. What a terrifyingly bold act.
I couldn't agree more, Your Majesty. Please allow me to submit as evidence the victim's autopsy report and crime photo.
Roll's autopsy report added to the court record. Crime photo added to the court record. It's been a long time since we had evidence presented in court as well. It's kind of refreshing, actually.
We may rely on the power of the seances, but our police still carry out investigations. Thus, any proof I provide is indisputable.
Oh, really? Forgive me if I don't just take your word for it. And check the evidence out myself by looking in the court record. We'll see just how thorough you and your police were, Mr. Payne. Such a deplorable crime. The audacity of stealing the sacred treasure of Her Holiness, our founding mother, is a crime that strikes at the very heart of our nation.
Exactly, Your Majesty. We mustn't let the culprit get away with these heinous deeds. Indeed, such deeds are best described as treason against the crown.
Is this treasure really such a valuable object? How can you even ask such a thing? Of course it is. Why, sealed within this treasure is the very soul, the Mitama, of the Holy Mother. Her soul is sealed within the treasure? I think I'll take that with a grain of salt. Grr, you don't believe it, do you? Of course I believe it. Something tells me I'd better play along. This kind of irreverence is exactly why I dislike defense attorneys so much. Your Honor, your Majesty? What is it now? This treasure, I've never seen it, so it's a little hard for me to imagine. Did I see a photo of it or something? Of all the outlandish requests, you defense attorneys are truly beyond the pale. He's been getting awfully angry with me. Are those veins popping out of his forehead?
It's forbidden for anyone outside of the royal family to view the treasure itself. See that anyone without the proper spiritual power would be blinded instantly. That is why the average person has never seen the treasure, Mr. Wright.
I guess there are national treasures that are off limits back home, too.
For the benefit of the shamelessly uninformed defense, let me share this newspaper article. It includes photos taken about 8 years ago when the treasure was unearthed. These are the only public photos of the outer box in existence. What's more, the treasure box only leaves the temple's treasure room but once a year, for a special New Year's rite that takes place at the palace. Therefore, this treasure box has only ever been seen by a handful of people.
Treasure box added to the court record. I hear there's been a string of thefts lately for historic artifacts from the temple.
Right, Your Majesty. Inexcusable thievery for precious national treasures for personal gain. And the culprit is the accused.
So he used his position as monk in training to get his hands on the treasure, is that it?
The accused family is by no means wealthy. To help with family finances, he works as a tour guide in addition to his ascetic training.
Thank you for giving an excellent outline of the case, Mr. Payne. Now then, no more questions from the defense, I presume? What? No, I do have questions. Even more. But you just asked a bunch. Well, make it snappy. My class starts in just a few short minutes. What? He's still planning on doing that? Going to that thing? There's still a lot I don't know about the case. I should ask now while I still have the chance. Let's see. What else do I need to know more about? The motive. What do you claim was the defendant's motive? Mr. Payne has already explained that. He wanted to sell the treasure in order to help his family with living expenses. Oh yeah, guess it slipped my mind. It's true what they say about lawyers never listening. Well, why did he kill the guy? I guess that makes sense. It's true what they say about lawyers never listening to anyone but themselves. My apologies, Your Majesty. Please let me give it one more try. Very well, you must. Mr. Payne, what was the murder weapon?
The murder weapon was the treasure box itself. The empty treasure box left at the scene had a large blood stain on it.
How utterly reprehensible, using the sacred treasure box for murder.
The accused came to the treasure room with the express purpose of stealing the treasure. He climbed the altar stairs and snatched the box, ready to abscond with it. He was discovered by Mr. Roll, who had already come to the room in the course of his rounds. After walloping Mr. Roll on the head with the treasure box, the accused forced the bloodied housing open and made off with the treasure inside.
The box up to you in the courtroom. But the defendant is just a little boy. I hardly think he would be able to hit the victim, a grown man, on the head.
Ah, very good point, Mr. Wright. But I'm afraid that won't help you. At the time of the crime, the accused was on the stairs leading up to the altar. The accused's elevated position would more than make up for their difference in stature.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Mr. Payne, your reasoning is flawless. What an elegant argument. Hats off to you, Chief Prosecutor.
Your title is obviously well earned.
Well, the accused's guilt is certainly conclusive. Unless there's anything else, I'm ready to announce my verdict. Very well. In that case, I find the accused... Just one moment, Your Majesty. Don't you think you're rushing the verdict just a little bit? I told you I have plans to attend to, and... I'm late. It's already started. How that time flies so fast. He's still stuck on that? We haven't even heard the defendant's side of the story yet. Your Majesty, the defense asserts its right to cross-examine the defendant. Huh? Did I say something funny? Cross-examine the... What do you mean by that? What do you mean, what do I mean? I seem to have some dim recollection of the process, but I can't quite recall.
And little wonder. A so-called defendant hasn't been questioned in over 20 years.
Should I even be surprised anymore? Anyway, I demand we let the defendant or the accused tell his side of the story. Is that really necessary? Of course it's necessary, Your Majesty.
What harm could it do? I say we allow the boy to speak, Your Majesty. Though I doubt he'll have anything of relevance to say.
Oh, how kind of you, Your Royal Painness. Your Royal Penis. Very well, as long as it's okay with you, Mr. Payne. I'm already hopelessly late for my class anyway.
In that case, the prosecution calls the accused back to the witness stand.
Oh, but before we do, I'd better call my wife and apologize for missing that class. Any objections? Go for it, Your Majesty. Alright, guys. And so we begin a new adventure. Thank you so much for watching. We'll be back we'll be back tomorrow. We'll be back with more Ace Attorney next week, starting with Ace Attorney 6. Thank you so much for watching, as always.
Ciao. Oh, bye everybody.
Damn, we're halfway done with the Ace Attorney collection.